So Claire's just been over in the UK for the launch over there, and basically she's just going to give us a nice recap of like her 5 main takeaways from the UK launch, and also answer any questions because she's been enrolling people over there as well. So I know Mandy was asking about ways that how to get people started, and just logistics. Like we've seen in other countries that sometimes they start a bit slow, sometimes it starts really well. But by all accounts, it sounds like UK is going awesome. So the premise for all of this as well will be that Steve Foxhall says it all the time. Pretty much every one of the leaders says, even though this is a global business, start local and then grow global. So we don't want this to take away any of your attention from your current context of where you are and the people that you want to support and help, like where you live. But at the same time, there's an amazing opportunity over there to be one of the first movers in the UK. So without further ado, I'm going to welcome Clare on. And Clare, maybe you just want to start a little bit about your health story and your business story, and why you ended up in the UK, and then maybe we'll take it into a bit about the recap.
Awesome. Thanks, Rory. Hey, everyone. How you doing? So I'm currently sitting in Southeast London at the moment. But how all this began was really, it was a health journey. So a little bit about my background is I have, over the past 15 years, sleepless issues, where I've slept about 3 to 4 hours, very, very broken sleep over the past 15 years since I was 18. I actually was backpacking for the past 3 years and met Jack when I was in Bali about 2 years ago. And while I was living on a budget, traveling around the world, ended up in Bali, and Jack actually introduced me to the isogenic system about 2 years ago now to help me with my sleep. Thank you, Jack. Look, I was super skeptical. I don't really believe in nutritional supplements or anything along those lines through past history, but I thought, look, I've tried everything else. I'm going to give it a go. So basically since then, I have had a massive increase of energy. My sleep is now hitting 6 or 7 hours straight a night, and I'm just functioning so much more as a better human, which is epic for me. I then was trying to figure out how I could continue to backpack around the world or travel around the world, and saw this as not only can I help people globally with their health as it's helped me, but also that gives me the opportunity to create an income and to be able to then live my life as I personally want it, which is traveling freely. So since then, over the past 2 years, pretty much since the very first month that I got onto this and had my major health increases, I have just tried to share this with as many people globally as I can, which is why I'm now here in the UK. So being in the UK for me is, it's my second home. I come and go from here quite a lot. So I know quite a lot of people, and everybody here generally is struggling with their health. So it's super exciting for me to be here. I'm basically sitting at manager level. So I've been tapping away at this, helping people with their health globally. And I'm happy to say that I'm at manager, but I am looking to grow my business and help other people to live their life like I do as well, whatever their personal goals are. So I'm really excited about this. So bringing it back to the launch that happened on the 15th of May of this year, I was lucky enough to be here and super excited to end up at the grand opening. So I wanted to basically recap what I got out of that and a few of the main key points that I learnt, and it's really exciting actually. So the amount of energy that's going on here in the UK around isogenics is phenomenal. It has really taken off. At the global opening of it, or the grand opening, it already had a couple of thousand people sitting in that massive room, which if you look at what it was compared to Australia, I believe there was only, I think, 300 or 700 people in the grand opening in Australia. So that alone tells me the interest here already is massive. Not only that, but within the first 4 weeks, I believe, of opening, there were 20,000 signups, give or take. So it's gone bonkers. We've had quite a lot of people come over to Isogenics from different competitors, and their results on the health side of things have been through the roof. And these are people who have been taking products from our competitors for years now and thought they were actually doing really well. So that alone is exciting to know that our products are epic. Our products can really make a difference in people's lives. But not only that, it's making quite a lot of change in people's lives on the financial side as well, because the bonuses are really good over here. So to recap on that, if you're open to me going straight into the sweet, no worries.
Yeah.
So basically over here, they started off pretty much just having PIBs. So the sign-on bonuses or the product introductory bonuses for each of the product packs started anywhere from £8 and went up to £66 for the premium pack, which the £66 is wonderful. It can really, really help people out. From the launch, they actually decided to hand over double PIBs in the UK. So not only can you earn £66 per person for a premium pack, but you can actually earn £132 per person, which when you add that up into somebody's week, that actually can make a huge difference over here. So on top of the £66, the double PIBs, becoming a consultant and getting paid out £41 for that as a promotion, they then also give you £82 as soon as one of your crew becomes a consultant themselves and starts sharing themselves. £204 for becoming a crystal manager. So doing you share, they share within 60 days. But not only that, the cycles over here are £44 each. So it's epic. You can really, really change lives over here with helping them to share. So taking it on to the products. The products over here, they've started off with just the basics, which really is the base products, the core products of our nutritional cleansing system. So initially they'd started off with just the isoline shake, so the 24 grams of undernature whey protein, the Ionic Supreme, the Cleanse for Life, which they actually have renamed over here called Nourish for Life. They've got the Accelerator, which again is renamed for Thermo GX, the Flush, which is called Isa Move. And then they've got little side things such as the Isa Snacks, the E-Shots, the Amped Hydrate, which we really in Australia know as Replenish. And they've also got the, they've also got the Isa Delights. So they've got the salted caramel Isa Delights over here. What they did then introduce into the UK, once the launch actually happened, the grand opening happened, was the Isa Pro, which is epic, so that we can add it to the guys, the athletes, but also the more mature people who do need a little bit more protein in their diet, and bring the Isoline shake up to the Isoline Pro. And then they actually created a brand new Isoline snack bar totally for the UK market. It's based around the Decadence, the chocolate Decadence bar, but it's not only the chocolate Decadence bar, but then it's got a whole entire complete layer of chocolate on top of that. So it's literally phenomenal. It kicks our one out of the water. So that's really, really exciting. So we've got the base products, which is really good. It's just going bonkers over here. On that, I want to talk about shipping and what's happening over here with the shipping. Because it is going bonkers, there's been a few delays with getting shipments out. For example, last week I signed up one of my new Muay Thai fighters who opened up her account on Monday. However, it has not arrived yet, and it's now 6 days later. I rang head office and they have just literally explained that because it has just totally gone off, it is just taking a little bit longer than usual. It's not going to be forever like this. However, just a word of warning that instead of it taking the usual 3 to 5 days, it might be about 5 to 6 at the moment. The warehouses in the Netherlands. So because of that, you can't really walk into head office and purchase products like you can in Singapore. It is going to take the same amount of time to get the products from from the warehouse in the Netherlands to the head office. So there's not a lot of difference between getting products picked up at head office and getting products sent to your home. The only real main difference is that when you get it sent to your home, there does need to, or the address, there does need to be somebody there that needs to sign for it, or else they won't leave it behind like they do in Australia. So somebody needs to be home, whether it's a home address or an office address. If no one can be there, then I do suggest getting it sent to the head office. At the moment, also, because the products have gone bonkers over here, there is a shortage of strawberry shakes. So they have that on back order at the moment, and I believe it's supposed to be getting back into the UK in about a week. So any new starters, if they are getting the strawberry shake, they'll just get a delayed shipment of the strawberry shake when it arrives. So again, they have apologized a lot for that, but the expectations of how crazy it's gone and the excitement around it was just a little bit underestimated. So when you do sign up people over here in the UK, initially there's been talk around having to sign them up as only ordering a minimum of £200 worth of products to keep, basically there's a law around multi-level marketing and network marketing companies. There is a way to get around that at the moment, and that's literally, as long as the person is not looking to initially share the products, you can purchase whatever pack size they want. So they can start on any of the packs, whether it is the Shake and Nourish pack or all the way up to the premium packs. Now, to get around that, if you do have someone who wants to start on a premium pack, which I do still suggest they do start on, as long as they share outside of the very first week of them being on the products, then they can share freely and jump onto the business and help to create their own income. So if they want to share immediately, they will need to start on the lesser pack that's around the £200. So that's the real little get around at the moment. They can start on whatever pack that is best suited to their body goals, and then just hold off for a week and start sharing as they will already start actually feeling the products in their bodies. So one really exciting thing about the UK, and it's being so fresh out here, is the fact that they have actually created what is known as a UK founding member. Now, the UK founding member is basically just a recognition of the epicness of whomever can create themselves into being at executive level, being recognised as one of the real main core business builders and product lovers over here in the UK. So what that really means is, I'll actually send some information through on this, but it's a big recognition. To be a founding member in the UK is such an amazing thing. And it also obviously can bring you back to being part of the Start 1000 if you're of the start level, which is 18 to 35. I can post more information onto the UK founding information, but it does need to be if you hit executive by the 25th of December. It was originally for the 18th of June, but since the global or the launch, they've actually extended that out to the 25th of December now. So that's great. It brings it in line with so many people now who can pretty much start immediately. So that's pretty much the main information in regards to what's happening on the ground here at the moment. We do have a few events coming up. Yes, the Woodmeister is coming out here. I'm really excited to see him again. We've got a couple of main things coming up. In London on the 28th and 29th of October, we've actually got the ICA Uni. So it's a 2-day event over here. It's £99 if you can get your team to it. There's already a lot of people purchasing tickets and a lot of things happening around that. So the 28th and 29th of October. And then Uni in Action is happening, and it's actually happening in 2 places, which is really exciting. So we've got it in London on the 2nd and the 3rd of December, and we've got it in Birmingham on the 9th and the 10th of December. So we've got a little while now to get your team prepared and get them going. It's £149 over here, but as we all know, so worth it. So they're the main core events that I know about. Rory, I heard you mention about the European celebration. Tell me a bit more about that. I haven't actually seen that yet.
Yeah, I just posted that in the Bfree. So it's just under the link that I put in there. I think it's Isogenics Events UK. So just have a look on there, guys, and all the details will be available for you. But yeah, it just had a tab for Celebration Europe. So I'm not sure exactly what the date was, but I saw that. So
Awesome. I'll look into that a little bit more and see what else I can dig up on it.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I do know that the head office in London also, it's got a really good working space. So it's got meeting rooms and space that you can really bring your prospects to, or anyone who's really looking for more information. There's TVs that you can plug your computers into, or anything like that. You can utilize their equipment. So the head office is a really, really good space. They have also been holding information or launch events on a Tuesday regularly. I've actually been up in Edinburgh for the past 2 weeks, so I've tapped out of that for the past 2 weeks, but I'll tap back in and make sure they're still going, and actually send people through some information on times and the place, and keep that happening. The two that I've been to so far have actually been, the rooms have been packed out, so that's really good to know. And we've had people from all over the globe coming and speaking at them. Rory, my main takeaways I want to talk about really was just the excitement around everything. I literally can't express the excitement that's going on over here over these products, and just the changes that the people who have used our competitors' products, like it's really phenomenal, the changes that these people have really had. So just knowing and reiterating to myself and my team at how epic we've really got it with these products, the quality, the ingredients, and what is on offer for everybody is just, it's blown me out of the water just to retell myself. And not only to be able to change people's health, but to change their lives and their livelihood through the income that they can actually create quite easily over here is really good as well. So that's it from me. Rory, did you have any questions? Oh, we had some questions to answer.
Yeah, I think you've answered the one from Mandy about the preferred customer, and the one from Fib and Laura about the events. So I think they were the main two. If anyone else has any other questions, we'll just open the lines, or maybe just put in the chat box and I can read them out. But yeah, thanks, Claire. Like, we'll keep it short and sweet tonight, because we're meant to have Gabrielle Dean jump on, but I think she's partying it up in Europe or Croatia or something, and she sends her apologies because she did say that she might not be able to get into Wi-Fi. But I think Claire's done enough justice to really give us a good scope for what the UK launch was about. And also, like, something that's really cool about context, and something I wanted to share about Claire was, you know, even Tully and I, when I started, no one had to tell us to go to like Singapore and go to these core events overseas, but we just chose to rock up. And Claire's done the same. And I think it's a real sign of leadership just to put yourself in environments where you can really seize the opportunity, Claire. So I just want to really congratulate you for that, because it's sort of such a small action, but it means so much if you're willing to get outside your comfort zone and do that stuff. So if anyone else is thinking, like, you don't have to go to international events, but, you know, just getting to like your national event, or, you know, if you do have people in the UK and you do have a big following, why not get over there at some stage and plug into the UIAs or plug into these other things as well. So, and also one last thing about context as well is 28 million people in Australia, and we're still in the early adoption phase for this product. And it was number one direct selling product in Australia. So imagine what happens when you go to the UK. You got 2,000 people at the first event. We only had 300 in Australia. So they got 2,000. And then you've got, how many people are in the UK, Claire? Is it, how many million?
Do you know what? I actually have no idea, but it's more than what's in Australia.
Yeah, so, but we're looking 100 million plus, right? Like, there's probably 28 million people in London alone.
Kelly's saying 68 million, so...
Yeah, so 68 million. And then, you know, like Judy was saying before, we've got Germany, the Netherlands. You know, each of those countries has got 50 million. So just, you know, there's so much opportunity in this. And if you're someone that really sees that, and you can be an early mover in a place like the UK, like, get excited about it. And just, you know, go immerse yourself in that environment at some stage. And, you know, maybe this might be the opportunity that changes, you know, the whole trajectory of your life. And I know for me, when I started 4 years ago and going to Singapore and Asia and getting started in Australia, it definitely did. And Claire, you were saying before that, you wanted to travel the world and sit at beaches and, and work and help people. And the truth is that so many people are doing that. So I just wanted to really, I think just plug into that and let everyone know that it is possible. And also just to really, just get excited about the UK, but also don't forget to stay local and remember that we're still only in the early adoption phase, the first sort of 20 to 30% for Australia as well. So that's pretty much it for me. Does anyone have any questions before we shoot off? Is the price objection big for people in terms of how much packs are compared to the average wage in the UK, Claire? Have you found the price objection has been a big thing?
Yeah, a little bit, to be honest. It's a little bit more expensive than what we've got in Australia.
Relatively, you mean?
Yeah, relatively. That's where you can fall back on, the worth of the products. But I've really been utilising the fact that we have a 30-day money-back guarantee. That really does climb a lot of fears. My son on yesterday, literally, and the same for me. That's one of the reasons I actually signed on for that. I thought I was going to prove him wrong, and I thought I was going to, hand back the products at the end of the 30 days. But I couldn't tell you how thankful I really am that I didn't have to do that. But utilising the fact that we do have literally a 30-day money-back guarantee does help for people to know that, they're not outlaying this money and it's just going to go to waste if it's not for them for whatever reason, but also knowing that they are going to have an epic result and they're not going to want to hand them back. But also utilising the fact that it is only that very first month that is the more expensive month. So just that's really what I've been harping on at the moment. But it is a little bit expensive in a lot of people's mind, but nobody really sees the worth in something until you're really using it yourself and actually understand how epic it really is.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I think if there's no other questions, then what we'll do is Tully's congratulating Lockie as well for director. But we'll finish up there, guys. So short and sweet, 30 minutes. That's UK done and dusted. So if maybe a call to action, we'll try to do this with every weekly call, is if you guys are up for it, let's put together a UK list. So maybe just do your UK 10. So there's just 10 people that you know in the UK that might be interested in either a health transformation or maybe they're interested in the business. Or if you're a little bit more excited about it, then maybe do a UK 100 list. And as a bit of accountability, if you want to post that or just take a snapshot of your list and post it in Bfree, then that way we can stay accountable to each other between each week. And then we can go rock out in the UK and hopefully we can all end up at a celebration in Europe together at some stage. So that's it for me, guys. Thanks again to Claire. Next week we have Alan Hilsinger and Tully O'Connor rocking out. So that'll be an epic one. Make sure you reach out to your people and get them on for next week. And also we've got Butters and Corey and Irene Miller doing a healthy aging opportunity meeting this Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Western Standard Time. So if you've got any people, plug them into that. Irene's got an epic health story and she'll share a little bit about the business as well. So peace out, guys. Take yourselves off mute. Throw Claire some love.
Thanks, Claire.
Guys,
Well played. That was spot on.
Awesome. Yeah.
And congrats, Lockie. You champion. Well played. The big dog. Getting it done. Any excuse to get that rig all over Facebook again is all right, my man. Awesome. Good to see you guys. Have a good week.
See you guys.
See you guys.